I don't understand what part of it would not be Fessy. Aneesa literally looked at her like, girl, ain't nobody making no deal with you. Why was you naked? Did y'all do stuff? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. We are back again with another challenge episode. It's season 38, Ride or Dies, y'all. We are in episode 8. You know what they call sweet redemption? It's called karma. Nigerians would say karma. It was great. Everybody got the things that they deserved. There was some idiocy. Is that a word? I feel as though it should be. There was some nonsense. There was some absolute rubbish on Brother Nelson's part. I really be wanting to root for him, but just like, he just time and times again just makes ridiculous decisions, and it's just anywho, let's get right into it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video, when I post episode 9, you guys. And go ahead, share this video, let me know your thoughts. So you guys, if you didn't see last episode, go ahead and hit that video right there. But basically, it was an elimination between Darrell and Veronica versus Amber and Chauncey at the hands of backboneless Nelson, who was infiltrated by Devin, basically. But guess who came out with the win? My good sis Amber and her boo Chauncey. They did win the elimination, and they are back in the house, right? Nelson talking about, I hope she forgives me. He didn't even have to do that. Like, it was the most ridiculous, most asinine. But you know what it is? I forget that Nelson like doesn't really have a mind of his own, which is why it was so surprising when he was doing all this political whatever gameplay this time around, because that is not his strong suit. That's not his forte. Now we know Devin was the battery behind his back. Jay was the battery behind his back. But anywho, my good sis is back in the house. And Nelson feels bad, like fake feels bad about it, but he's like, you know, I don't want to play with my emotions, and I'm just doing what's best for me, and and all this BS, right? So then Amber is talking to Michelle. So you know, y'all don't know, I don't see it from Michelle. She's not my cup of tea, but I will say she did do well by Amber in the previous episode, defending her when Devin brought up Amber's name to put an elimination. Jay was like, why? Because obviously they're friends, they're close, so they did stick to that. And you know, I love Amber, so I'm with that. I'm cool with that. That's fine, right? So she's good for that. She gets like half a point for that. Like, hello. So basically they're talking about the dumb gameplay that Nelson made, and Amber is telling Michelle like, I don't want to be vengeful, like I don't want to do revenge, that's not my personality, but also like I'm pissed he didn't have to do that, and so we'll just see how it goes. Michelle's like, I knew you were gonna come back. Amber's like, you know what it was, period. They're jumping on the bed, they happy, you know, she's back. I'm so happy that she's back, because Chauncey has not been doing what needs to be done in these daily challenges, and so I was like, oh Lord, listen. And it was close too, but thank goodness that she's back in the house. It's the next day in the house, right? You know, everyone's having their morning workout. Nelson and Nurys are swimming and doing laps like back and forth in the pool. I'm not really feeling Nurys right now because she hopped on that whole Amber thing. She low-key, high-key started the little Amber thing again, which like, girl, you don't even know Amber. So what are you talking about? You don't have any feeling. You had a feeling that she was trustworthy, and then all of a sudden in 30 seconds, the feeling changed to, oh, now I have a feeling that she's not trustworthy. Because weirdo. Basically, they're in the pool, and Nurys is like, she feels good about where they are in the game, but she knows that because they've made all the moves that they've made and they've targeted certain people, that if they don't win the next daily challenge, they are going to be put into elimination. They are going to put a target on their back, and it is what it is. She's practicing her swimming. And then we pan to Olivia and Nelson, and Olivia's catching feelings for Nelson for real, which I don't be understand how y'all be catching feelings for Nelson. I don't want to be stereotypical. Nelson has a type, you know, white girls. And I love, y'all know I love Olivia. Love nothing on Olivia. But why do y'all be falling in love with Nelson? Like, what was the other girl? Berna? Remember Berna? Like, who was the other girl? Ashley? Like, what? Can y'all explain to me the Nelson thing? I don't get it. So Olivia's like, she's really falling for him. She really has feelings for him. She's trying to like, you know, calm it down, but it's hard because she really likes him. He makes her feel good and blah, 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 blah. So then we pan to Aneesa and Devin, who are sitting down talking, and they're basically talking about her relationship with Jordan and how they're actually doing really well. Devin is like, you guys actually are really good partners in the game. It's like a yin and yang thing. Like, who knew, who would have thunk it? And Aneesa is like, he's basically like, you know, a brother to her. They've known each other 10 years. She was on his first challenge. and that yes, he has like a jerk side to him, but she sees the good in him, she sees his good qualities, and they work really well together. Like, yeah, they're really like an excellent match, a really good team, to be honest. I like Jordan. I didn't used to like Jordan just because of the arrogance and all the other stuff. I think he's learned to channel his arrogance in the right place at the right time. Like, be arrogant when like it's elimination. Be arrogant when somebody snakes you or plays somebody that you love. That's the time to turn up the arrogance. Every other time you can kind of relax. And I feel like he's kind of done that. I don't know if it's the what is it? Business in the front, party in the back. What is that called? Mullet. Maybe it's the mullet that's calming him. But I like Jordan. I like Jordan. I've always respected his game. So yeah. So then Jay is basically just talking about how he's scared because he knows that he played Aneesa and Jordan, and he knows the chance that they win, that they're probably going to come back for them, as they should, because you were whacked and that was a horrible move and you didn't need to do that and you were emotional about it, so you get what you get. So y'all, next we pan to Banana's 40th birthday, and can y'all believe Bananas is 40? I can believe it, y'all. It's been a long time for this game. We are on season 38. And I saw the first season. So I don't know how many years that is. I'm 33 and there's 38 seasons. But I definitely saw the first Real World Road Rule season. Anywho, so Bananas is turning 40 and Nany's like putting together, you know, a little party for him. She got a cake for him. And they surprise him by singing him happy birthday as he walks in. And you can tell he's all blushing and like, ah, shucks. He's bringing in his 40th birthday on the challenge. Very befitting because, you know, he is the challenge. Horacio pegs him in the face with cake. Oh, and Mariah gives him a kiss on his cake face. And Johnny's very excited about that. Maybe that was their first kiss. He said, did you get that on camera? So maybe that was their first little kiss because, you know, they've been flirting, child. And Mariah said that, you know, she was told he was a snake and to stay away. But he's just, you know, she likes him so much. And he's just so charming. But so, yeah, it's like a cute moment. He says this is like his best moment that he's ever had on the challenge. Probably a lie. But, you know, it's nice. He's 40. And happy birthday, Bananas. You know, happy 40th birthday. You know, you a legend in the challenge. I've always said that it's not a challenge season. It's not a really good season unless Bananas is on it. Like, he is the drama. Am I the drama? You're the drama. And we live for it. We love it. It's great. So, y'all, then we pan to Fessy and Nelson talking, right? So, they're in their room. They're sharing a room together. And basically, Fessy is talking to Nelson about, you know, they've had each other's backs so far. Like, Nelson hasn't shown him any signs of trying to like get revenge because of what Fessy did to him that season, like 2 seasons ago with the hall brawl. And Nelson is like, yeah, like we're rebuilding, you know. And he's not a vengeful person like that. Like, he doesn't work like that. He forgave, and you know, he's trying to move forward. And if he wanted to, he could have did it a long time ago. Like, he could have gotten his revenge on Fessy a long time ago, but he's not. And Fessy's like, well, you know, he hopes that it's all good and that he doesn't take an opportunity to put him in elimination or anything, because then it's just gonna start them back over. Fessy says he feels like he's tried to make up for it the last 2 seasons. He hasn't come for Nelson. He hasn't tried anything. He's tried to like make it up. Nelson's like, yeah. And Fessy's like, I don't want you to try to get your little revenge. And Nelson's like, it would be a big revenge, but okay. And so Nelson is like, basically that he understands that he should probably get revenge on Fessy because of what he did to him, but he feels like he has bigger fish to fry, i.e. Bananas and the like. So he's not really focused on Fessy, and he's trying to just keep them in good graces for now. Then we move to the daily challenge, y'all. So the daily challenge is called Double Trouble. So basically the daily challenge is one of those action-packed superhero type things. So they have 5 race cars, and on one end, one teammate, which in this case it was the guys, so there's a stand that has 4 slots in it. So they have to get keys and put it in those slots. The other teammate, which is the women, they're in the car and they have to get the key out of the car, sit on top of the car, while the other teammate hops across 5 race cars while they're driving, gets the key, hops back over and puts it in the slot. And whoever does that the fastest wins the daily challenge, and they are safe and they get to choose and the whole spiel, right? The first team out the gate is Horacio and Olivia, y'all. Now, you know, they're a really good, strong team, right? So they start and Horacio is doing good. He looking like an action figure. He's hopping and skipping and running. But then he starts to get panicked or something, and he starts to like do all these goofy moves, and he misses his footing. He almost falls off the cars. He almost drops one of the keys, but he saves it. Olivia said that one thing that she knows about Horacio, that she notices, that he's a really great player, but that he does kind of get frazzled under pressure. Like he buckles under pressure a little bit. And she's like, okay, get it together. Like, we don't need that. We don't need those problems, right? So he ends up finishing it. So they're able to finish the daily challenge. So they do good. Then we have Jay and Michelle. Jay is the one hopping across the cars. He starts off really slow, like he's low-key sleepwalking. Like I almost fell asleep. But then he speeds up. He finds his rhythm, and he's actually really, really fast. Like they do really, really well. He completes it in really great time. Like it seems faster than Horacio and Olivia for sure, because Horacio was doing goofy stuff. So they do good. So then we move to Mariah and Fessy. They do good. Fessy looks like he does it really, really quick because, you know, he's tall and has long legs. We get to Amber and Chauncey. They do good, and Chauncey didn't drop nothing, you know, which is great. Then we get to Nelson. And Nelson, like the goofy goof, DQs. You know why you DQ? Because no good is gonna come to you until you do right by Amber. Ugh. Word to the color purple. Nelson DQs. Kenny and Casey DQ because Kenny drops the key also. So then we get to Tori and Devin. And Devin is like, he's actually secretly good at these types of things. Like he likes to do these type of things. He's starting to like up his game when it comes to physical challenges. You know, that's definitely Tori's forte. And he's the like fake puzzle master, you know, since CT's gone. So he says that he's the fat Tom Hardy, which is really funny because he actually really does look like Tom Hardy, to be honest. That's really funny. Devin does good. He does pretty good on the challenge. You know, he's not super fast, but he doesn't fall like you would expect Devin to fall. He does pretty good. He does all right on it. Then the next team is Nany and Bananas. They do good. Bananas beasted it. Like he does the Bananas thing. You know, he does amazing as expected, but he does great. Then we move to Jordan and Aneesa, y'all. I mean, you know how Jordan do. He's that guy. He does excellent as expected. He moves it through it so quickly that everybody thinks that like, have you done this before? Is this in your backyard? Do you do this for fun? A funny thing, while Jordan and Aneesa were going, Nurys gonna talk about, oh my god, it's really attractive to see Jordan doing so amazing in the challenge, which I mean, I guess understandable, but also girl, Jordan and Tori are still mingling. But if y'all watch Nurys on Are You the One, you know she don't care nothing about that. She don't know that you got a man. She don't see that you got a man. That's not her problem. That's not her business. In your face, out of your face. That's not her problem. So this is, you know, right on brand for Nurys. And he is technically single, but it's like, girl, it's really messy. So y'all, all in all, after everything, y'all, it gets real close between Bananas and Nany, Jordan and Aneesa, and Jay and Michelle. But thank God prevailed. Jordan and Aneesa are the winners of the daily challenge. Woo! And they're safe from elimination. You know, they've been going in like back to back in elimination, right? So happy that they are the winners of the daily challenge. Obviously, you know, who's on the chopping block? Jay and Michelle. Like, it's obvious at this point. You know your fate, you know your plight, you made your bed, go ahead and roll in it, sleep in it. It's a sleeping bag. Y'all, so they get to the deliberation, right? And they're like, ooh, it feels good on this side. We're usually on the other side, fighting for our life, right? Essentially, they know the three teams that they want to put in. So they put in Jay and Michelle, obviously. They put in Olivia and Horacio because they've been working with teams that were against them. So they're just like collateral damage, unfortunately. And I love Olivia, but you know, they're collateral damage. So they're going in. And also Nelson and Nurys because Nelson put Jordan and Aneesa in because he chose Jay over Jordan. So it is what it is. And the fourth team is Fessy and Mariah. They basically put them in because they don't know where they stand. They've never talked game with them. They've watched them go into elimination 3 times and still didn't talk any game with them. Still didn't say nothing. Didn't say sorry. Didn't say like, damn, this sucks. Didn't say nothing apparently, child. So they didn't know where they stand. So they're like, okay, we're throwing you into elimination, right? So when they post the names of who was going into the elimination, Michelle acts weird with Amber. So Amber, you know, hugs everybody and, you know, wishes everybody well and good luck because she's a kind-hearted person who was like raised well. And Michelle kind of like bluffs Amber, like kind of is just like, ew, like get away from me, pushes her away. And Amber is like, I don't know where that's coming from. I didn't have nothing to do with it. And basically Michelle is just being moody and weird and she's taking it out on Amber. And apparently she does this often. And Amber's like, That's some BS. I don't know why she keeps doing that to me. I don't do that to her, and that's disrespectful. And I've been on the side of that. I've experienced that, girl, and it is disrespectful. And how dare you, Michelle? Like, you need to be happy that you have somebody like Amber on your side in the first place, because what girls in that house would be on your side? Let's wait. Crickets. Exactly. Like, just mind your manners, Miss Ma'am. So they get into the deliberation room. So it's first Michelle and Jay. And they're like, obviously you'd be here. And Jay's like, oh, you don't say. I'm blindsided. Right? Like, joking, but clearly you know why you're here. Y'all, and then this is the comedy. Michelle gonna try to make a deal after y'all already fumbled the other deals. Not even fumbled, drop kicked the other deals out the window. Anissa literally looked at her like, girl, ain't nobody making no deal with you. Like, that's very interesting. Michelle is like, we can have a clean slate, and from now on we can try to work together. Girl, no, don't worry, it's okay. You carry your deal and go. No. Then Horacio and Olivia come in, and they understand that they're collateral damage, that they've worked with people. And, you know, Jordan pays a really nice compliment, because Olivia says that, you know, it is what it is, that we're lucky to have made it this far as rookies anyway. And Jordan is like, no, you're not lucky. You're good. That's why you made it this far, which is a fact, because it's not like they didn't try to put you in as rookies. It's not like they didn't try to get you out of the game as rookies. Y'all have come back because you're that good. Y'all have been at one of the top 3 teams to win daily challenges because you're that good. So, girl, pat yourself on the back. Olivia's like, I appreciate that. Like, I really appreciate that. And you know, Jordan does not say stuff if he does not mean it. So, y'all, so then Nelson and Nurys come in, and obviously they know why they've been put in, because they put them in. Jordan basically says, so if you pull the safe, do you know who you're going to save out of the 2 of them? Nelson and Nurys both say they actually don't want to be the ones to pull the safe, because they don't want to be put in that position where they have to save one of them. They actually hope that someone else gets it and has to choose them. And then, y'all, Fessy and Mariah come in, and Fessy's like, he's surprised. He had the opportunity to say their name in the beginning and he didn't. And Anissa's like, okay, you didn't say my name. It's not like you saved me or something. She's like, that favor that you think you did that was unasked, unrequested, only lasts so long. Like, you can't just keep writing that favor throughout the game. Like, it is what it is. The numbers are getting low. Like, good night. Then we pan to Fessy and Nelson talking, and Fessy's basically pissed off that Anissa put him into elimination. He's been trying to save her throughout the game, which is why he didn't say their name at the beginning, and now he's like low-key glad about it, because now I don't have to keep saving her. So whenever I make any moves going forward, she just has to eat that and deal with that, because it's not going to be I had to save you or any of that, because you didn't save me, so it is what it is. He's basically pissed about it, but you know, whatever, that's fair. So then Amber is talking to Chauncey about Michelle basically being disrespectful and not treating her well as a friend, being rude to her just because she's moody about being thrown into elimination when she absolutely earned every bit of the elimination that she's in. So they're at the club, and you know, everybody's having a good time and dancing and everything, and y'all, Jordan is dancing with Nurys. I remember Nurys said that she wants to get to know Jordan. Like, she finds it sexy that he's so good at the game. And, you know, Jordan is dancing and living his best life. And Tori's right next to them looking like, what the hell's going on? But she can't really say nothing because that's not her man. But it kind of is, but it's kind of not. Nelson is talking to Mariah about what they're going to do if they pull the safe and they're not the ones that are thrown into the elimination. She hopes it's a physical challenge. And Nelson is like, he does not want to be put in that position. That would be a really, really tough position, because obviously Fessy is like his bro and they're rebuilding, and Olivia is a woman that he really, really cares for in the house, you know, but it's a newer relationship than him and Fessy. So I mean, yeah, that is a tough position to be in, even though it's obvious what you should do. But anyway, Michelle and Amber are talking about Michelle's weirdo behavior, and Michelle is basically saying that she's moody. That's the essence of it. I'm moody. I don't have one mood. I'm moody. I'm up and down. I'm all over the place. But no matter what, I love you. Outside of Jay, you're the person that I love the most and care about the most in this house, and I want you to know that, keep that in your pocket, even if I talk to you crazy. And Amber is like, well, as your friend, you should allow me to be there for you, just like I allow you to be there for me, and you don't need to take things out on me, essentially. Kind of apologizes. She just basically gives an explanation as to why she's being that way, but that is not a reflection of how she feels about Amber. It's just her own moody, weirdo stuff that she's going through, which, whatever. So then it's the next day. Horacio and Olivia are talking about the elimination, and like, if Nelson pulls the a safe. What should he do? And she's basically like, you know, she really does care about him. She has real feelings for him, but she doesn't want to influence his decision, and she wants him to save her because he wants to save her, not because she's begging him to save her, which is so commendable. Like, I really like Olivia. Like, she just seems like such a stand-up girl. She's a tough girl. She can play the game, and she's cute, but she's also smart. And, you know, I don't like romances in the house, you know, unless it makes sense. But she's not letting it like cloud her judgment. And I love that, y'all. I don't mind, you know, we love a good romance. It brings the drama, it's cute, whatever, but don't let it cloud your judgment. They be letting it throw them off their game. Even Laurel let it throw it. Like, y'all cannot, no, y'all can let these boys trick you out of a bag. Like, hello? No. We get down to the elimination grounds, right? So we're at the elimination grounds, and TJ, of course, asks who Aneesa and Jordan want to put into the elimination automatically. And they say, of course, Jay and Michelle. You earned it. Karma. In this game, things turn on their head. So take that ass into the elimination. So Jay and Michelle are for sure playing. So it's Nelson and Nurys, Olivia and Horacio, and Fessy and Mariah. They have to pull the dagger in order to find out who's safe, y'all. Oh my God, this is so intense. So y'all, it's Olivia and Horacio pull, they pull a blank dagger. Then Fessy and Mariah pull, and they pull a blank dagger. So damn, Nelson and Nurys are in the exact position that they did not want to be in. So Nelson is over there having a panic attack. He don't know what to do. Nurys is crying. This was my logic, right? Save Olivia. It makes sense to save Olivia. Olivia has never snaked you. She's never played you. Fessy has played you. And even besides that, he is a bigger threat to you in the game, like for the final. If we're looking at it from a logic point, take emotion out of it, obviously it would be Fessy. If we're looking at it from an emotional point, obviously it would be Fessy. Like, I don't understand what part of it would not be Fessy. But y'all, guess what Nelson does, y'all? He gonna pick to save Fessy instead of Olivia. And Olivia's obviously hurt by it, which it's ridiculous. Like, it's really ridiculous. Nany doesn't understand. We the people don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, I understand you forgave, but it's not even a forgiveness thing. Like, you should understand. It was a tough decision, so you make the decision and then use that to cover it up that it was just tough. So he saves Fessy and Mariah. Horacio and Olivia are the ones thrown into the elimination to go up against Jay and Michelle. Olivia's like, she understands he did what he needed to do for his game. It's a tough position, but she is sad about it. Like, she is hurt. It's unfortunate because she would have absolutely saved him, obviously. It is what it is. Like, they have a game to play. The game that they are playing is called Spun Out. So basically, the guys are on this hamster wheel and the girls are on the other side of the hamster wheel, and the women have to put this pyramid together, but they have to put it in order, and it's out of order at different stations. So the guys have to roll to whatever station that they need, but the women are the only ones that can see what station they need to roll to. So the guys are rolling them and the girls are the ones telling them stop, go a little bit right, go a little bit back, right? So they have to listen, and they also have to keep it pushing, and they also have to get the sizes correctly in order for them to win the elimination, y'all. So, oh my God, it's so tense. They're screaming. Horacio can barely hear Olivia, but everybody else in the house is helping Horacio and Olivia because Jay and Michelle are like trash. So Jay and Michelle are trying to hear each other. Jay cannot hear Michelle barely, but he's trying. So they're going. Johnny's screaming out stuff to Horacio and Olivia. And he says he realizes the louder he screams, the harder it is for Jay to hear. So he's screaming. Jay cursing them the hell out. Like, shut the hell up, I can't hear. And Bananas keeps yelling. Jordan keeps yelling. And they're helping them get back and forth to get the different puzzle pieces and make the pyramid, y'all. They go back and forth. They go back and forth. They go back and forth. Eventually, guess who pulls out the win? Y'all know, you know already. Horacio and Olivia. Oh my God. And this is their third elimination win. Obviously, they're the team to beat when it comes to eliminations. And I'm just so happy that Jay and Michelle got their just due. It sucks for Amber because Michelle was a number for her. But I mean, did that really help? Because Nelson still ended up putting him in, and Jay had a great influence on Nelson, and he still couldn't save Amber. So that sucks. And Jay's over there like cursing, about to cry. But I'm so happy for Horacio and Olivia. They did good. Horacio got a little frazzled, but they did end up pulling out the win. Y'all, TJ comes with his shenanigans. TJ gonna say, you know, this game can turn at any moment, and you'll find out what corner it turns on the next challenge. Huh? Like, he played too much. He played too much. I don't know what he's about to do. But y'all, next episode is Jordan and Tori getting into it, I guess, about Jordan trying to mingle with Nurys, thought about himself, and Tori is upset about it. They've been laying in the bed together, and she was naked. What was the point of that? Girl, why was you naked? Did y'all do stuff? Oh my God. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Let me know what your thoughts are. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.